Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. My name is Nilaus and we are here with our experimental test build of the Frosty planet pack, and it's going quite well. We got some oxygen going. Oxygen seems to be fine in the base. That's excellent. Hold on. Oh yeah, okay. I thought I thought the mod was sort of disabled, but it's not. Right, what are we going to do today? Well, we're going to be automating things, just getting a little bit more control, and that means Mechatronics belts, making it into a factory with Knight's belts. We're going to collect some water. We're going to be just getting a better kitchen, you know, just a lot of things that are moving things along. We're also going to be working on some more research, of course. So one of the first things we want to do is here, I am going to make this area into a water reservoir. And it seems a little bit excessive maybe right now, but I'm pretty sure we need it at this point, or not. Whoops. We do need to collect water because we need to have some water for our what's it called? It's called the toilets that we want to make here eventually. Here. Oh, and this one will be locked, and this one will be only going that way. And once that's done, then we can open these. Good. This water reservoir, let's just take all of everything else out as well, and then also figure out what else we want to make. We want to make a pitcher pump here, and we'll also make yeah, that's probably fine, and then get those in here. And I'm gonna get one tile. Oh, that's the wrong place. This, okay, oops. Get that done, and I'm gonna get a single tile. Oh, I can't do water, just a normal tile there. If this is gonna be water reservoir, then I can't really do anything else. And that is going to be here for pouring water in. Great. And I'll close this level off as well and get that one up. Great. So this is now done. What else are we working on? Well, let's work on I've taken the here, what's it called? It's called supercomputers, the research location. Put it down there. Then I am going to let's make some normal tiles here. There, because that's probably going to be some heat. And we get another dupe. Remember, the dupes are patron supporters, so if you are a patron supporter and want to join, then those are for the Templars and Masters of the Path. So let's see who we get here. Welcome east to the colony. Doctoring, operating, tidying. Not a little bit of a Luddite, which is bad, but you know, it's we can't have it all. Not every dupe is going to be perfect, and we'll take them however unperfect they are. We're now at 13. We don't want to go above 14 for now. Maybe 16, but no more than that. And we'll also do all the usual stuff. And that was, what did we say we were going to do? We were going to be doing some operating, and it was tidying. Oh yeah, doctoring. Yes. Doctoring. You can do doctoring. And I hope we don't need doctoring, but we are definitely. And there was some storing, tidying, and there you go. So that's also up. And then we'd go here. One of the things that we really want to work on. Oh yeah. Let's see. Operating. I'll give you some doctoring first. There you go. So we have a doctor in the house. Good. So let's look at also here. Anonymous is the one who is closest to getting the mechatronic engineer. So we're going to be waiting for you to get up there and soon. So we'll continue to work on this one and just take out some of the other things just to clean up some stuff. Okay, that was interesting. It kind of dragged. Oh no. Oh no, disaster has struck. What a gigantic surprise. I could not have foreseen that. There is no way in any way, shape or form that I could have foreseen that placing a 500-degree hot wood burner on top of an packed snowpack tile is going to be a problem. Yeah, well, that's completely new information to me. So I think we might want to just make this into start saving this. No, that's well, actually yes. And then I'm making a wood tile, and then you might go like, what about wood tiles? Well, wood tiles are nice for decor, so we'll do that here. Oh, not enough wood. That might be a little bit of a problem. Maybe we shouldn't make all of them into wood. Maybe not. Oh well. We'll make at least this one out of wood. And this is also going to be, the good thing in news about this is that it'll give us some wood reservoir, or some water reservoir, because now we're going to be sort of gathering that, and we got more research. So now it's also time to get into, where are you? You are here, this part, solid transport, smart storage, solid transport, all that good stuff is something we definitely want. There we go, the wood tile is gone. We're gonna make all the rest of it wood tile. We can make it on something else, but it also means that now we are, if we look at our temperature, this is the heated one, or so we can see it's a good, we're starting to see temperatures above -1 degrees. And I'm setting it here, so the green means -1 degrees, so we're starting to see here this is getting close to melting. Oh, more fluxes. I can't believe you keep being here. Well, that means we need to replace this. We'll probably run out of wood. We've also built this part, so let me just deconstruct this and get these ones with all edibles and copy settings, and also at least priority 6. There we go. And that one should be priority 7, so it's higher. And all this should be swept. Not that it really matters, but let's get it in here. What is not available? Storage polluted dirt. Yeah, we don't want to be storing polluted dirt in there. Next big project is artistic stuff. So that's also just going to help out a last sculpting block. We're going to make it out of granite. And then I'm going to do my usual stuff. And that starts down here. Not that one. But aside from this, this is just one of those. There. I'll build that for every place. Not you. And it helps so much. Not that one. That would be disastrous to go into the uranium. And I'm gonna build it over here. Yeah. And this one as well. And that one is a mess. Here. And these tiles, we're still going to be wanting to insist on having ice tiles because we want to keep it cold here anyway, because otherwise it'll just be, yeah, it'll be bad. So, that is funny. I've never seen that before where they stack on top of each other. Wow. That must be because I dragged it. Time is passing and we are slowly building these sculpting blocks, and they will slowly be turned into masterworks here, or masterpieces. I'm also replacing our woods, or ladders from wood. They turned out that they were made by wood, and then they'll be made into some igneous rock. This area here will be our storage, so let me build a storage location for this. Oops, it's gonna be like this, and you know what, maybe I'll just do the whole thing because we don't want this one to be here, and that should be fine. So we have a mechatronic engineers, so we can actually start working on the shipping part. I'm going to put that in here and that one in here. This will be for ice and all the ice with the liquefiables, and this will be for the non-liquefiables. Then this is, I have a dedicated build for this in a YouTube video where I show how I designed this and why I designed it like this. But basically it is, I will put infinite amounts down here, and then I'll be able to access it by going out into various locations here. I'll be building more of these and more of these. But this is going to be the start. And of course, as you can see, we don't have a mechatronic engineer, so we're going to have to wait for Aronimus to be the mechatronic engineer. And then that will be the challenge here. Aside from this, you can build this. And I also need, let's see, we also need like these dispensers here. That one, and that one, and that one. I think. There we go. Probably not one here. Don't need that. So they'll come in from both sides and just drop things off. So all of this can be done now. And we don't want to make any other mechatronic engineer things yet. What about temperature? Temperature, these are just chugging along. They'll be keeping the temperature around 1 degree. And once I get all the wood replaced, then it should be much better. So we now have Aronimus, finally a mechatronic engineer. That's the one we're waiting for. Peter here is also heading towards becoming, but that's a long time coming. So what is really important is that now that we have a mechatronic engineer, and that was Aronimus, one of the first, they're operating and also building. Because otherwise you will... Oh, there. So you have to have building top priority, and that means as these kind of things will become higher priority, then you can see only Aronimus can do this. So only Aronimus will get started on building this thing here. And So we just need to make sure that these builds that are exclusive to Mechatronic engineers, they will be as high priority as possible. We're going to set here, we're going to be setting basically all standard, except all liquefiables, and except the off-gassing part, like that one and that one. And then clothing, sure, critter eggs, sure, and sublimators, no. There, that is going to be in here. And you will be, let's see, click it and copy over to the other one. Now this one will be the other way. This will be only the liquefiable, but including the blue dice. So that will be in here. Then I'll be also doing just sweep only, and these will also, I forgot that, sweep only and sweep only. So they stop. Right, so here we actually have the first Mechatronic thing that we want to make, and that is going to be here. It's a little bit silly that I have to do this, but I kind of. This one will then take any liquefiables that accidentally end up here, because they will end up there. They will end up here. And then they'll just go in and be placed. So what I can do is I can sweep you out. Let's see what else we have in this tile. There's some phosphorite, ice, shoot wire, there they go. What about in this location? Ice, ice baby. That one needs to go away. So that it goes over to that one. Did it get it? Yeah, picked up 50 grams of ice. That's not much. And anything else? Shoot, and there we go. Okay, so that's fine. Then what I can do is I can start sweeping this area. And I can start sweeping this area. And this area, yeah? And I will also make sure that this gets a high priority, because otherwise it'll never be built, because it's only the Mechatronic engineer who can do this. Then let's make the next Mechatronic overlay here. That is here. And we're making it out of iron pipes. So that goes... where does it go? There. Right there. Yep. And then it gets a output. And then I build one of these, which can then reach down there to the bottom and then reach over here, so that it just drops out, gets put into a box, and then when it comes from the boxes, it gets put out here, and then it gets put back into the boxes. That should be a pretty simple build. That means this here is going to be all the edible parts and all the cooking ingredients. There you go. That should be enough for that. The next part of the cleanup project is to set up automatic cleaning up inside these areas. So that's again going to be more shipping, and that will be like this. They will be covering that location and covering that location, and we're gonna get those in multiple locations. Let's see, we want to build them as low as possible. There, and that one, and that one. Yes, and then I want to build these. That, and that. Not enough materials. Ah, I thought so. You are still having some work done here. Yes, that is expensive, but that's kind of how it is. I'm going to take the... Oh, okay. Actually, all of these should be different, because they need to be... was it like this? The overlay? Like that. Yes, this is much better. Here and here. Good. And then I will be taking the... Let's see. Power lines. Because then it's easier just to drag these through here. Drag these through here. And drag these through here. And then I'll go over to the shipping lines. Shipping lines here. They will be going down, connecting all of this, and then go in here for that location. And then there will always be like, there's a bug with the merging here, so that they lose half capacity. It's super annoying. So we're gonna have to do this, because otherwise they lose half the capacity. So that means I have to build it as a bridge here. There we go. And then I need to make sure that it's high priority, because otherwise it never gets done. There, high priority. Otherwise the Mechatronic will not get it done. There we go. That's 1, 2, and that's already done. Nice. And let's see. And then I also want to do it down here. That will be a little more advanced, but we want to get everything that isn't oxygen, get it out here. Because I want to get the sublimation up here for... I don't want to have where's the oxalate down here sublimating. I wanted to take it out because there's too much oxygen and not enough anything else here. So that also kind of means, oh, look at the density in here. Ooh, that's a problem. Let's actually fix that first. So what we want to do is we want to pump out the carbon dioxide gas down here. Let's make it... Let's actually make it right in the... No, carbon dioxide has a tendency to go to the right. So we'll keep this one. And I'll do a gas vent down here. We'll just make it simple down there. So we'll fill up from that side. And let's not. Let's make it here. That's better. And then I'll get some gas pipes. There. There. And I will get... We need a automation thing. We need an Atmos sensor. Atmos sensor, that'll be right next to it, and then an automation wire in here, and then we need the power lines that will... Well, that kind of sucks. I don't want to build a major power line, so we'll just do it here and drag it up. And here we have it now. We are going to pump it out, and let's see, we're getting some here. It's actually, no, it's not even hot. It's minus 17 degrees. And then we pump out some carbon dioxide here. Let's see if, yeah, there we go. We can see it comes out here. Nice. That should help sort of spread it down here. We can also just, we could make some airflow tiles in these, but I don't really feel that's particularly interesting. And let's see, is this working? And what about over here? And let's shift F3, yeah. And that is all built. Nice. We had to build these ones to get them to reach. They can be deleted again. And then here we'll say basically everything. Because everything needs to be picked up. Even the ice and water, because ice comes in here and then it gets shunted over to the other one. So not a problem. And what we see now is busyness. Yay! And actually I think I want to get this busy up into the other one. There. And then I want to build the same thing down here so that they can also start removing everything that is down there. So I'm, oh man, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. So I have to rebuild it again so that they can delete the outer one here. Okay, and then I need here, down here, and we're gonna be making some rails there, and see. This is, I have to do it like this so that they're overlapping. And obviously the outer one is not gonna work, and there, and I can see they're complaining now that they don't have enough resources, but that's fine. I will do the shipping. That is here. Let me just check. Yes. Power line. I'll make it a little bit closer to that side and that side. Great. This power line is... Now I will eventually need to get two because I also need to drop off the ice, but I don't have that yet because that requires the annoying research. So I'm going to drag a line from here and then basically upwards, yeah? Like that. And this is why we're going to use the snipping tool. Shift here. There. Yeah, so they go in on two different locations so they can work in parallel. Then they will need to get some power. That comes here. There. And what line seems... This one is actually looking like it's a little bit overstrained. So let's get a new line down here. There we go. New line coming in. Great. Let's wait a little bit for that to be done. Remember to upgrade it so it actually gets done. And let's do also a cleanup of this entire area here that we... this is our living area. This is the most important place to get swept. So let's start sweeping that. And hopefully that'll also be a little bit nicer. I'll also sweep this part, not because I need it, but because it is nearby. There we go. That gets all that done. And we need to wait for this to be done. Now the first of these are built here for the cleanup down here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything except liquefiables. Because I don't want to pick up, well, actually I do want to pick up polluted ice and snow, but definitely not ice. So they will be just slowly placed in here. There we go. And they will just be built upwards here. Now that means this starts cleaning, and then eventually the next one will be built, and the next one will be built, and then they'll start sort of pushing it over, and then they'll get rid of some of the things here. And if we look at the rest, we can see that has been cleaned. Oh, look at that. Something is melting nearby. I don't know where that comes from, but maybe I just couldn't see it from before. But you can also see the temperature is getting a little bit feisty here, but that's nice. They need it for sleeping. And sleeping next to a 500 degree hot wood heater. That's very nice. And then we can see here that the ice is the slowest part of stuff getting removed. Oh yeah, they really don't want to do that. There's just something about the sweeping thing. And that one's coming in here, and you can see that sometimes a little bit goes up here, and that because over here, if they harvest something and they fall down, you can see here, the top one is now clean as well. It's completely clean. So now this is sort of in an idle position where it's only going to pick up whenever there's something is crafted. That could be like from wood, from some shearing. That looks like they want to be sheared soon, doesn't it? Let's see, critical metabolism, scale growth 87%. So kind of close. This one is now the next one is getting emptied, and then lastly that's getting emptied. We'll need to do some cleanup ourselves. You can see here that's a lot of ice. I can just take that needs to be cleaned, and you know, these little ledges here, that should be cleaned, that should be cleaned, these little ledges, and that should be cleaned as well, and that should be cleaned, and again the ledges here. So definitely a lot of stuff that that still needs cleaning. We're not going to clean anything down here, and I will take copy and get you over, so that gets started on filling this one, which will unfortunately block this one from going, but it doesn't matter. It's just going to be one line in. Eventually it'll empty, and it will take quite a bit of time. So that means now that if we look at it, we can see that the niceness of our build, where we actually have a few of these, like, let's go back to niceness. So this is all the wooden tiles. Oh, it's a 0 decor, but the wood is 5 tiles. Oh, 75 for wood decor. That is really nice. So we're gonna start. We should probably make everything out of wooden tiles. That's really cool. That is so cool. I never thought of that. Well, it's because it's new. So wooden tiles are amazing. And then we also have out here on the ladder, we'll have all of these glorious maximum decor, well, 120. And this one is still ugly, but you know, it could be made better by just making wooden tiles here, for example. And also even probably wooden tiles up there as well. Let's actually see if we look at this part here. The wooden tiles is 3 wooden tiles, 2 wooden tiles, 1 wooden tile, and 0. So it actually has a pretty 3 tiles away, then it gets that. I think that's really nice. This area out here, these are not these decors. Dive sculpting block did get 60 decor. That's pretty nice. And plate chucker, large sculpting block. Okay, plate chucker. Oh right, that's the name of the sculpture. That's the, I don't know, the hypothesizer. There we go. Cool. So that is probably going to be where we leave off. This will be a lot of work to be done here, just cleaning up the base. Once it's done, we need to go out because oxygen is not so great anymore. It's okay. There's a very high density down here because of all the carbon dioxide I'm pushing out. Then it sort of just needs to figure out. And once it also gets cleaned out like this, as we see, then it'll get all the oxalite disappearing immediately. You can see how much oxalite is still down here. That's just desperately trying to off-gas. It's not emitting overpressure. Yeah, so it's overpressurized here. That means we need to get it away from somewhere so it can actually overpressurize better. Really interesting, actually, how to make sure, because if we put everything in one location, it probably won't be able to off-gas properly. So we'll figure that out, but it needs to be going. That one needs to go as well. Cool. So I am going to stream this one more day before my vacation, and then I'll be continuing this after the vacation. Maybe it'll be officially out, or maybe it won't. But either way, I'm definitely going to continue both here on YouTube and on Twitch with more Oxygen Not Included. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you have good ideas, bad ideas, or upcoming things. One of the upcoming things is going to be rust. We're going to do rust deoxidizing as our primary iron and oxygen production here. Thank you for watching. If you get one of the save games, they're available to patron supporters. If you want to get your name in here, that's available to high-level patron supporters. And I'll see you guys on Twitch or on YouTube. Otherwise, have a great summer. Take care and stay effective.